Hi, this is Dollar Day Trader, my trading recap for Tuesday, February 11th, 2020. All right, so I only traded one stock today, and that was T-Mobile, based on the news catalyst of judge ruling in favor of the merger between T-Mobile and Sprint. So that seemed like a nice catalyst. So we can see here the stock was up about 12% today. If we look at the daily chart real fast, we see pretty nice jump from $84, $84.63 to around $93, all the way up to $95 almost. So it's a pretty good catalyst, pretty good gap up. So definitely trading opportunity for the stock. I must say, I'm not sure if it's just the stocks that I've been choosing the last couple days, but I feel like they haven't been as clean of moves, and maybe I've just been rushing on my watch list here. But today, I had a decent day trading. I wasn't in love with the price action, and I'll show why I held on to a biased position, even though it does seem like good news, the stock's gapping up, but you never know sometimes that you could sell down in the open and so forth. But why I still had a long bias, and I'll explain that in a second. But first, I took an ill-advised long position on TMUS, T-Mobile, and it was around 94.18, let's say, 94.20. And I need to work on waiting the first couple minutes to get the read. Even though I had the bias, this was a bad position to get in. Like, where's my stop loss? Like, down here? Like, that's just a horrible risk management. So I definitely did not come out the gate strong. And then I stopped out. So 94.20, and I got out around 92, 93. So that was pretty bad. It's a pretty rough start, and that can usually set you up for a long day, get in the hole like that, like I did. But I maintained my long bias, and I bought some more shares here at 93.41. And then when it dipped down below, I actually bought some more at 93.22. And now I had a better position here because now I have this moving average, this 50-day moving average and VWAP here as my stop loss. So I did like this long position. And so then it popped up here, and I quickly scalped some profit. So I took 93.67 all the way up to 94.34, which is a much better trade than the first one I took. So that's my second trade. Then when it came back down, I saw it still holding, and it's now kind of with these moving averages here, the 9 and the 20. I took another long position looking for it to really break out. So I took a long position around 93.48, and then once again sold at 93.98, 94.06, which psychologically over a whole number. I was definitely looking for some sellers at that level. I thought I saw a few on the level 2, and then sold all the way up to 94.83, and I was pretty much done by 9:37. Now, this wasn't the cleanest price action. This looks like just kind of like a U, and then it kind of goes back down, and you can see in the 5-minute till 11 a.m. it just was kind of not really like I said, the cleanest price action here, kind of just hovering and consolidating, probably maybe waiting for a larger move later on. But I will tell you real fast what I did see and liked, which gave me a long bias. And I'll start in the 5-minute chart, looking around here. Let's go back around 8 a.m. So I start seeing some volume come up here around 8:50. And these I like these long wicks that show rejection with the good volumes. That really showed me that they didn't want the price, who's in control of the stock at this point, to get down really around $92. So I did have a bias around the area. I didn't have a particular point. I probably had this drawn on my laptop when I was trading earlier as a price level, and then once again here just kind of seeing respecting these levels here, and that kind of gave me bias. And if you don't want to look at the 5-minute, you can look at the 1-minute and kind of see similar, and actually maybe it's more clear. So here once again you see these long wicks around this area around 92.65. So that right there showed me with the volume, showed me this was the area being protected, and it kind of reached the top and it's kind of fluctuating. So there was definitely a small window of where you could buy and then where you could sell. So that I took advantage of that, and you can sometimes, not always, see that in the pre-market when you see volume come in and see these long wicks, whether it's up top, which showing that stuff has a limit of where it can go, or down below here where it's showing that there was people, investors and whatnot, buying at this level, which kind of gives me a long bias. And then that's one. And then here, once again, you have a moving average, VWAP, and moving average. So you had a lot of support here in a way that help you with that long bias. You got multiple confirmations. And then if you see the level 2, like I said earlier, sellers at $94, that's just like 4 or 5 confirmations to really give you confidence in going long there. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I want to get better at reading it pre-market to be confident in my positions and have obviously better stop loss than I did here, because that was pretty horrible. But I did make it up. 2 out of 3 trades went my way. I'll take it. Hope everyone else had a green day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.